Okay, it's about 8:30 in the morning and I've set up the palm so it looks like there's an earpiece going from my ear to the palm, so it looks like one of those new flashy phones or something, just in case Evo's little posse are around. Nothing really fancy. Any more threats of being hung from a tree. Right, this end of the road there's absolutely nothing, it's fantastic. Because by this time last week it was already gridlocked down here in both directions. Recording one of my signs for prosperity. That actually worked. That has actually worked. People have stopped using around the houses the toilet, and we actually did get quite a lot of support from the vast majority of the pilgrims who do have some manners. And again here, this time last week, gridlock, honking. That's one of my signs. I don't actually think it stopped people peeing here, but still, I've got some of that special doggy poo disinfectant stuff. I'll chuck it down later. I've got these going up the roads. That worked too. I am actually really surprised. I didn't think it would. Okay, that's the sign I put up, sending people down to the water, because they put up the newly invented name, but none of the media reported it accurately. It was Campo Preposta, Campo Vostrosa. So nobody knew where the water was, so they were all asking us. And that was what I put up, just in case Evo wasn't there, or if anyone wanted any information. There you go. Right. That's the barrier, one of them. Only 2 pilgrims on foot. That is amazing. They have about a kilometre walk down there. I'm sure they think it's worth it. Coming up there. I'm not going to go all the way up. He's been shouting his mouth off down there about us complaining, and I'm really visible, especially if I'm talking English into my telephone. That's just a kind of people don't like being filmed. Right, okay, I can see, I don't know if you can, but I'm going to hold the camera down a bit and pretend it's a phone. If I come up towards the end, I can just see the ambulance at the end of the road, and I can see Protezione Civile, which means the people this morning that were dragging the other barrier, the barrier I just showed you out of the way, that shouldn't be happening anymore. Okay, they've got quite a hefty trog in front of them. I hope they think it's worth it, because they come down with like these really, really huge containers. And so I've seen people come down with like 4 containers, 2 under their arms and 2 in their hands. And it's one thing to pull them down like that, but it's another thing to lug them back up full of water. Okay. Right. You see the ambulance? That belongs to Protezione Civile. And there's a barrier against the wall, and all the cars are being parked in that field, which belongs to my neighbour who did not rent it. The Comune asked him to lend it to them so they could stop them coming down. The people who did let Evo rent 2 fields down the road got told in no uncertain terms, anything parked in there, you will be fined and you will be responsible if anything happens to anybody. I'm only going to show you their feet. I'm not really, even though they're not my favourite people in the world right now, I don't feel that it's right to stick them on YouTube without their consent. Oh God. Oh, that is so different. I am so, honestly, it might seem ridiculous when you're not in it, but it was folle. This, look how wide this road is. Look, I'm going to sidestep. 1, 2, 3. So it's what, 3.5 meters? Cars in both directions, coming down and going up, and then just here where the junction is, and I use the term junction the loosest possible sense of gridlock. It just locked down here, And because there were kilometres of traffic hailing back, nobody could turn around. And this is just about here, where the really rather yummy carabinieri had to come down. And we turned as many as we could around in our courtyards, and they stopped them at the other end, and just slowly just had to back everybody out. They actually had to most people had to reverse out all the way up. Absolute bloody chaos. People screaming at each other, you know, fist fights breaking out because someone had touched somebody's car, and oh God. And then the constant yells of Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Oh God. And the thing is, this is all going on in a baracca that for the last 35 years, and he claims this water's been doing this for 35 years, although he did used to laugh about it. Until 3 weeks ago he used to laugh about it. Ciao Oli! Ciao! It's a baracca, and it was like a men's club. You know, the blokes, the older blokes from the home would come down together and play cards, drink wine, and yak about rice, I suppose. But every single wall is covered in Playboy pictures. And I'm not talking the tasteful on the cover ones, I'm talking like the bit in the middle where ciao ladies, ciao Fiasco, ciao, ciao. All our dogs are a bit agitated with the full, you know, on this. And I really just don't think the Madonna would be presenting herself in such an environment. You can see how beautiful it is. I mean, I'm sure those of you who live in Umbria and Tuscany are like, thought that beautiful, should come here. It's not an in-your-face, oh my God kind of beauty. It's very, very quiet. But it is, we love it. It's full of herons and other birds that like water. We've got cinghiale, rabbits, owls. I mean, I know, I'll give you, it's probably not the most exciting landscape Italy has to offer. But I love it, and I just don't like to see it all being trampled on, to be quite honest with you. Oh, what a result. I think I'm going to have to sit down and write thank you. Oh no, there's a big lump of them. I'm at a distance so you can't see their faces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's alright. And breathe, it's okay. So honestly, you end up with such a sense of invasion that you tend to go bing with your adrenaline even when there's no need. Oh, that's okay. Oh my God, how is she going to carry all that back? Interestingly enough, none of the animals will drink the water. People have been taking that down, and they've all said this. Ciao Angelo. They've all said the same thing, that their animals won't drink the water.
Adesso viene Ivo qua a prendere il pane.
Ivo, vieni a te?
Ci do il pane al posto, da dare alle bestie.
Quali bestie?
C'ha le galline, c'ha i pesci, ce ne butta il pesce. Adesso vieni qua. Almeno, così ha detto, ma se va tanta gente così.
Se va tanta gente così c'è qualcuno che deve essere giù dalle acque, no?
Ha detto che gli hanno rubato tutti i miracoli che ha fatto là. Il libretto che aveva tutti.
Okay, Andrew's just told me he's been keeping a book where people have been signing, talking and declaring their miracles. It's been nicked. I swear, absolutely, just in case they come and arrest me, I absolutely bugger all to do with it.